Hey, good morning, day 63. This is the first day of week number 10. And I am leaving, getting ready to get back on trail. I'm at the trailhead. The proprietor of Middle Creek Campground just dropped me off. So, yeah, I pitched my hammock last night, but ended up sleeping on the sofa there in the rec room, incognito. So that worked out pretty well. I slept good. I'm the last one out. That's all right. I had a lot of things to do. Let me spin this camera around and explain a little bit of it. So I'm here at the trailhead, just putting my shoes back on. I tried to glue them. You know, the tip here was coming loose, and like I said in yesterday's video, I bought the glue back in Delville, but I was in a rush to get out of town and didn't take the time to glue it. And the glue E6000 needs 24 hours to fully cure, so I just applied the glue last night and taped it down to hold it. And so it's really only had 12 hours to set up. So I'm going to leave this tape on there and hope it doesn't pull loose. This one here was bad also. So I'm just going to leave that tape on there. This was the worst. It had ripped pretty far down. This little toe kick piece of rubber, and that's common with Ultras and other shoes. The other thing I'm doing is I'm just wearing a liner sock. Yesterday I only wore an REI thin hiking sock without a liner. And one of the reasons is because I developed this blister. I'm losing this toenail here, and I developed a real sore spot. See, that's my longest toe, and it was hitting up against the front of the shoe. So I think my feet are continuing to expand and grow. So I taped it up. This toenail is sticking up. It's, like I said, it's about to come off, and I taped it to hold the toenail down so it doesn't snag. It really hurts when I stub my toes. That's what's doing the damage. And then another piece of tape, Leuco tape around this way, you know, to anchor it. So I did that, plus just the liner sock. And I'm going to see how that feels today. The toes, the shoes still right now feel a little loose, but so I may go back to putting an outer sock on, but we'll see. So we're going to try that today and see how it goes. Just real quick again, I'm back to wearing a knee brace. I've been going almost a week without a knee brace with very little issues, but I had some significant downhills yesterday and it started nagging me, so I'm just going to wear it today just to keep it from getting any worse, because there's at least one steep downhill today. All right, so it's 9:25 and I'm finally walking. It's already hotter than Hades out here, and chance of rain later this evening, but I should be wherever I'm going to end up, whatever shelter I'm going to end up at. I should be there by the end. I think it's like 8 o'clock, but it's going to be hot and humid like it was yesterday. I have made it to Bryant Ridge Shelter. Sign the logbook and I'll be on my way. It's a nice one. Wow.
This is a party barn.
Jeez. Oh man. It is freaking huge. Holy cow. I've never seen one like this.
Got it upstairs too, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, I'd like to stay here, but it's just way too early. Whew. I'll tell you what. For as relatively easy as the trail was yesterday, it's that much harder today and then some. These first, I don't know, half a dozen or more miles, very high elevation, a lot of elevation gain here early on. And I'm going really slow. I've already drunk my 1.7 liters and got about a half a mile or a mile to go before supposedly there's an unreliable spring at a campsite, so I'm hoping it's flowing. If not, I can make it a little farther to the next shelter, but drinking a lot of water today, trying to purposefully, because it is hot. I am sweating and soaking wet, and it is really humid. So all right, we'll make it though. Bye. All right, the sky's opened up on me before I can make it here to Cornelius Creek Shelter, but it just started dying when I got here. So I just been here for maybe half an hour and the sun's out again, so I'm hitting the trail, moving on to the next shelter. where I probably will stay the night. It's a little after 2 p.m. Bye. I took a tiny detour here to see Black Rock Overlook. I didn't think it would be worth it, but it is. It's nice. So we came out on this meadow here, and there's this some kind of weather radar station. That's kind of interesting. Haven't seen one like that before. Continuing on. All right, it is 10 after 4, and I have made it to Thunder Hill Shelter. Right at 15 miles. This probably will be home for tonight, but they said the water source is unreliable. I do have quite a bit of water, so I might be all right. I think it's just too far to the next shelter for me to consider moving on, but I'll look into it. Good morning, day 64. It is the first day of week number 10, and the time is 5 till 8. Good early time, and I am leaving Thunder Hill Shelter, and on my way to the big town of Glasgow, Virginia. It's only going to be a 15-mile day today. I would blow right by it, except there's just some things I got to get, some supplies. I'm totally out of coffee, out of olive oil, and I really don't have enough food to get me to the next town that I want to stop at Waynesboro. There's another town, Buena Vista, I could stop at, but there's Glasgow seems to open up their doors a little bit more. It's just a tiny town, but seems to open up their doors to thru-hikers quite a bit more. They, right in the center of town, in their city park, they had built a shelter for hikers to stay at with hot showers. So a lot of people are staying there, and there's a hostel in town also. But I'm going to try to stay at this shelter tonight and just make another 15-mile, relatively easy 15-mile day out of it. Yesterday was 15 miles, but it wasn't really that easy, a lot of uphills. This is going to be mostly downhill, so it will be an easy day. So that's it. Talk to you later. Thunder Mountain Overlook. Whew, I just finished a relatively short but relatively intense climb up to High Cock Knob. And according to that rock there, this is the tip of High Cock Knob.
Pretty much mud puddles nowadays.
I have arrived at Matt's Creek Shelter. I'm just going to sign the logbook and continue on the final 2 miles to town. All right, we are nearing our destination. There's going to be the longest footbridge on the AT coming up, crossing the James River. And there it is over my left shoulder. Got Professor Entertainment up ahead, leading the way. Can't really get it all in, but man, there's some high rocks. Getting ready to cross the James River right here, I think. Switched back, headed to the bridge. All right, here we go.
I'll keep it on airplane mode. If I keep it on airplane mode for my whole...
Crossing the bridge.
Yeah, I like to jump in there.
All right, it is 12 after 1. Made really good time. So you see I got a little over 1,400 more miles to go. Ain't nothing but a thing. But we're out here at the road. Now I got to try to hitchhike into town. Almost 6 miles. Well, hello. Good evening. It's I'm closing out here, day 64. I'm at the library here in Glasgow. It's a real tiny town. Everything's real close together. I got what I needed at the grocery store. We ate a late lunch at the one restaurant in town, and I'm probably going to go back there tonight and get something else. But um, yeah, I'm just loading up videos, sucking off the public library Wi-Fi. They've already closed at 5. It's about 6 p.m. now, and I'm just sitting outside doing the Instagram TV thing. So, got to go back, take a shower, and like I said, go back to the restaurant probably for dinner. But that'll be it for tonight. This is Wagner von Vanderweg. Guten Nacht.